Hi guys, for those that don't know who I am, I'm Debbie Als and I'm an activist. I started fighting for the gender-based violence since 2015, and when a lot of groups started popping up and NGOs in that, I moved away and started concentrating in 2017 on the farmers, because the murder rate and the farmer tax was horrific. There's a name that Jannie has not mentioned that was on his list. The Brandt family, Brechi Brandt and her mom and dad, and obviously Brendan Horner. Those are the two faces on my car. And their cases are very dear to my heart, especially, I get emotional when I talk about it, especially the Brandt family. Brendan Horner, I'm furious. Also, Beatrice, thank you for everything you've done. I couldn't be there at the court case. Willem Petzer kept me up to date. And to give you a little bit of info on that, there is a lot of police that is involved in Brendan Horner's murder case. We have given them 7 months prior to Brendan Horner. We took to the Hawks and to the police photographs, registration numbers, all evidence that we had. We even had the evidence of the sheep that was stolen. We found on a general of police farm. Okay, so I mean, if that is not evidence enough of the syndicate that is going on there, and with all the police high, the commander, station commander of Paul Roo, Captain Malloy, I expose all corruption. And I don't care. If they want to kill me, they must kill me. They're getting there, but they must do that, because the farm murders, guys, you know, one morning I was laying in my bed and I got a phone call from an elderly lady. She was about 74 years old, from Elandsfontein. And this woman was crying and telling us that the people are throwing petrol bombs, the black people are throwing petrol bombs to her house, on her small holding on the farm. And I didn't know what to do, because I'm in Cape Town and she's in Elandsfontein, so what do? And the first people I contacted was the bikers, because the bikers have been standing with me in front of Parliament since lockdown. We fought at Parliament, we have been harassed, we were thrown with tear gas and that, what's that, water cannons, stung, I mean, you know about the Cape Town situation where we were bombed with the water cannons and things like that. Every time there was a protest in Cape Town, I was there, and the bikers supported me 100%. There's one sitting right there at the back with his kepi on. And I always said, you know, we have to stand up. We can't just pray. Yes, we must pray, but we have to act as well. We have to do. We can't just pray and not do anything. So when this lady phoned me and she said to me that they are throwing petrol bombs against her house walls and that, the first thing I did, guys, I had my pajamas on. My hair was a mess. I just woke up when I got this call. I went live on Facebook and I begged the people to go and help this Otani. And you know what the sad part is? That the people, they just don't care. They don't want to help each other. They don't want to unite. They don't want to stand up and help. I eventually got hold of bikers up in Elandsfontein. They went to go and be security and helped the farm lady there. The Brandt family. I'm friends with the daughter that's in Cape Town, Heidi. That was the most horrific farm murder that I have ever come across. And it was the first farm murder where the people, the farmers, were removed from their farms and taken away from their farms and buried in the veld. And then they just put these takkies and that over them. And every time I speak to the daughter, she says, you know, she doesn't get closure. She doesn't know if her mother was screaming for help or her sister was screaming for help. There was nobody there to help. And that is what I keep on saying on all my lives. Guys, help each other. The farmers help each other. You know, get to know your neighbors. And if there's something going on or whatever, phone each other. But eventually they couldn't get to the Brachy family. The family phoned the Sunday, couldn't get hold of them. Then the cops didn't even go out on Sunday. They only went Monday. And that's when they found that the Brachy, the sister, the father, and the mother buried in the bush and brutally, guys, when I tell you brutally, murdered, because that was not even in the newspaper. That was the worst that I have ever seen. And like I said also with the Brendan Warner case, we gave the Hawks, we gave the police all those statements, all evidence, and his death could have been prevented if the Hawks and the police did their job. But unfortunately, we have a corrupt system, we have corrupt cops, we have corrupt judiciary. They have failed South Africa. I'm crippled today because three police officers beat me with batons and shields because I was trying to save a 6-year-old colored boy who they were nailing down with a shield. They were taking pepper gel and putting it on their hands and rubbing it into the elderly people that was there, because we were just elderly people and mommies with their children. They were hitting women with, this woman was standing with a baby in her arm. They were hitting her with a baton. They're not a police service anymore. They don't protect the people of South Africa. They are political tools. They are there for the government. They're not there for the people of South Africa. So we need to protect ourselves. The farmers need to protect themselves. Thank God there is security companies now that is helping. There's more security companies. I mean, the security is 2.5 million compared to the SAPS of 187,000 in our country. So they can get rid of the police now and they can bring in security, because then at least we know that they are there to protect us, because the police is not protecting us. There's too many murders. They are more interested, yesterday I was at a protest, they're more interested in people not wearing a mask than helping people in Mitchell's Plain, Bishop Lavis and all that, women that's getting beaten up, children that's been murdered and raped. They won't go in there. They will rather come to the beaches, have a lekker time, do their defense line, walk across all the people and start. I mean, guys, they were pulling women from behind. You know how sore it is when you're sitting on your crossed legs and the cops come and they grab your arms from behind. They were pushing them throwing them into the van and then spraying tear gas into the van and then closing the door. We've got all on video. Now, I'm a human rights monitor as well, and they didn't know that the day when they beat me up. So we are the Human Rights Commissioner. They are livid what happened to me and to the women and children. But this is now not about that. I have been trying so hard, and I keep on telling the people, you know what, you cannot have protest after protest, and I tell you, we've had protests. Last year, Yanni, Valerie and myself had the Black Monday protest. It was huge, and we from Keizer Zicht all the way to Parliament, we started a song, Die Boere kom, die Boere kom, die Boere kom, hulle kom, hulle kom, hulle kom, all the way to Parliament. And it was phenomenal. But you know what, guys, there are so many, same as at Senekal. I was there, Senekal 1, 2, Henneman, you name it, I've been there. And you get the leaders and they get onto the buckies and then they say they're going to do this and they're going to do that. They hate what's happening here and here and here. But what happens after that, guys? Nothing. Nothing. They do absolutely zilch. It's the same as with us voting. They were promising everything now, this and that and the next thing. The day the voting ended, where's the politicians now? Because everything is still the same. Respect to ACDP. I know that they're busy with the court case as well now. I'm also busy with so many court cases, guys. I tell you, I live in the court nowadays. Yes, I also went to go and see the former President Zuma. Yes, I did go and see him. Everybody has called me a K-booty and I don't know what else. But the reason for me going to Zuma and speaking to Zuma is I wanted to find out information which I got. That's not for me, it's for everybody. Yes, Mr. Zuma did. Whatever he did, he's no angel. Not one of the politicians are angels. And as everybody knows me, I don't trust any politician. And I say it every day. Because they don't look after us, the South African people. We are the ones suffering here. The farmers are suffering here. The whole lockdown, they had their cozy homes, their jobs, their foods and everything. And we have lost lives. We have lost jobs. We have lost our cars, our families, people committing suicide. And they're sitting pretty. So that is my reason why I do not trust any politician. I don't trust them with anything because they're doing nothing for South Africa. They shouldn't even be there. I don't believe that the whole system needs to be changed. I don't trust the police. I told them that as well yesterday. I don't trust the president. And all I am doing now, like I said, I got my death sentence on the 9th of October. I don't just have a broken back in 2 places, but I was diagnosed with cancer. I don't know how long I'm going to live. But by God, I'm not going to stop fighting for the farmers. I won't. I will fight for you guys, and I will fight for the women, and I will fight for the children. I will fight against this corruption, and I am exposing everybody. They can put me in jail. I don't care. I don't care. Maybe I will also get a medical parole like Zuma and all of the bloody rest. I don't care. But we need to stand up, guys. We need to stand up and help each other. We really need to stand up. We cannot allow. We are 99%. They are 1%. You're just laying back and you're doing nothing. And the people from overseas, they ask me, Debbie, look at this. There's thousands and thousands marching in Brussels and all that places. What is wrong with the people in South Africa? I can't give them an answer. What do I say? You people are too laid back. You need to help each other. And everybody knows me for swearing, excuse me, but the shit is going to hit the fan soon, guys. I know things you don't know. The shit is going to hit the fan. And you know what? The politicians is not telling you that. And I work with the counterintelligence as well. Trust me when I tell you the shit is going to hit the fan, and get ready. You know the UN is in Botswana. You know that they were on the airports in October. Why is it not in the press, guys? Do you have any idea what's going to happen if the UN comes in here now? You guys need to wake the bloody hell up. You need to wake up. You need to wake up and you need to help our farmers, because that is our bread and butter. We need to help each other. And you know why I'm fighting for the farmers? I'm not fighting for the rich farmers, because you know what? It hurts me sometimes. They don't give a damn. The elderly farmers, the 84-year-olds, they can't defend themselves. They can't defend themselves, and you think that rich man is going to go and help. No, they're not going to help them. I've seen it, guys. What is wrong with the people?
It's disgusting.
So please, all farmers, help each other. Help each other and don't give in to the government. Don't give in. Don't sell your soul like they did. They sold us out. You're going to see it soon. They sold us out. Don't trust Ramaphosa. He is the biggest. You think Zuma is the one that started all this. Zuma's not the state capture. Go ask Becky, Thabo Becky, and go ask Cyril Ramaphosa who is the state capture. So please, I'm begging you guys, please prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for what is coming, and look after each other. And pray. And just remember, you can't just pray, you have to act as well.
Yes.
And take God into your heart, because you cannot do this without Him. You can't. We can't do this without God. And God has been with me flipping all the time. I'll tell you, if I have to tell you all the stories, what I've done already, and that I am not dead yet, then I can only, I'm in God's hands. And I'm giving you this word from God. Please, guys, unite, stand together. And it all needs to happen in our churches first, before it can go anywhere else. We need to get our churches, really. That's all I want to say. Thank you, guys.